some memorable performances on this court by this team. What are your thoughts when you think of Pitt basketball?
You know what? I was getting a chance to watch the team practice today, and I was kind of joking around with Matt Pliska about this team actually defensively looks like the old Pitt teams from the past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm watching the way they're chucking guys and there's hand contact, and I think that mentality alone, you bring that to the ACC, that's a disruptor, right? Because the ACC is this, fast-flowing, up-and-down game. Teams really don't lock down, and now you have teams who have identities such as Virginia and Pitt. And I think this team's going to have a chance to be in a lot of ball games this year. And one of the games I remember is a game actually I called last year, when I think it was 2 years ago, when UVA had Joe Harris, and that game came all the way down to the wire. And I think UVA still won that game, but Pitt was right there. And I was like, well, Pitt basketball is right in this way. And sure enough, your guys are coming along.
What made you want to kind of Pitt to host this event, and how and when did Pitt reach out to you about this?
You know what, man? I love college basketball. I know where I played. It's great. I played for a Hall of Fame coach, but I love this game, and my job is to work at ESPN and talk about all sports, right? So I love different environments, and when I came here 2 years ago, this environment was off the charts. It was crazy. I mean, I literally could not hear myself think when I left. My ears were still ringing. So to come back here on a night like this, support Jamie, support Matt, that's what it's all about, I love it.
What do you know about some of the players on the team this year? You said you watched a little bit of practice. James Robinson is a good player. Sheldon Jean will be a good player. What do you know about some of these
Sheldon's
people?
really impressed me. I mean, granted, I only got a chance to watch today. But, today he was in attack mode, and he was a beast down low. Obviously, having Michael Young on the court, I like his swagger, too. The fact that he, in a way, almost it seems like he talks trash to everybody. It looks like he's the heart and soul of this team. And you need somebody like that. You need somebody who has a little bit of a dog in them. You know what I mean? That's a player that takes your team to the next level. You're not going to win with nice guys. You need to win with somebody who has a little bit of grit to him. Look, this needs to be a breakout year for Jamel. We all know that. I've heard comparisons of him telling everybody he likes Melo. I'm like, all right, well, if you like Melo and your game is wanting to be like Melo, let me see that. Damon Jones, I think he has to be an X factor for you guys this year. Watching him today, his conditioning still isn't to the level where Jamie needs it to be, but I think he's a player, once he learns the system, once he's able to fit in and find his way, I think he can be an X factor for this team too. And obviously, James, every time that kid goes up to shoot, I think the ball's going in. I think it's money. So, having that identity defensively and this team all stepping up and going to new dimensions offensively, not having Lamar Patterson, that's going to be key. And who's going to be the leader through thick and thin? That's what I want to see about this team. Who's going to step up, be vocal, but not just be vocal, but lead by their actions. It's going to be a huge step for this team to find out who decides to do that.
And what do you think about the ability for them to put Artis back at the 3 and Young at the 4, where they're natural positions?
I think that's great. I think last year watching Mel at the 4, I mean, it's a difficult position to play, especially when you're playing against bigger teams. When you're playing against North Carolina or last year with Duke, even though Duke went small later on. But I think that allows, look, for a guy like Mel, he has to show versatility. That's how he'll get drafted. Jamel Artis wants to get drafted, the versatility, because he's going to be a 3 at the next level. Okay, so showing the ability to put the ball down the floor, to make an open jump shot, knock down threes, to make plays for other people, I think that's imperative for him to go to the next level. But also, he has to understand that he can't become consumed with being a wing player. He can't be myopic. He has to take advantage of whatever the matchup is. So if there's somebody a little bit smaller on him, he needs to go down to the block. And Jamie and company need to recognize that as well.